again. On our way to death. To be honest, I don't even know how we got here. This doesn't make any sense to me. Weird. Alright. Wow, I'm so glad this isn't Dark Souls. I would have fallen so off. Alright, that's all of them. Let's go. That's Lochmun. I don't know, Lochmun. Lochmun. I have no idea. Okay, that's enough. I don't want to fight. It's
monsters.
Okay.
This is the last place I'd expect to see Knights of the Flaming Rose.
They're here with Radovid. After losing their foothold in Temeria, they rebuilt their position at the Redanian court. You best stay out of sight. You never know with those bigots.
Yeah, we also had a little disagreement recently. They could be holding a grudge.
I'll explain that your presence in Lochmuin is necessary.
What now? What can we expect to see in the city?
Separate camps, buffer zones, and frequent patrols. Well, that's how it should be organized if those mages from the Conclave have any sense.
Ah, another area of your expertise.
The Peace of Sintra was signed on April the 2nd, and all around was quiet, calm, and orderly. If you don't count Henselt's roars and the all-night festivities of the Mahakam Volunteer Army. And the common folk were positively thrilled with the parade that followed. Yet, not one of those fuckers even knew that I, and a few others like me, spent a week poring over the city map and devising a way to keep those crowned idiots separate, just in case one decided to deal the next blow in a long-standing feud. In any case, I hope to see something similar here.
Relax. The mages want royal gold. They'll make sure all the sources of financing remain alive and present, at least until the inevitable quarrel over the Pontar Valley breaks out.
Well, we'll see if there is indeed a way where there's a will. If we're separated, we'll meet up again in the main square.
Fine.
Okay, the Flaming Rose is an organization from the first Witcher game, which is somewhat radical in concern of monsters, in concern of
One more thing.
elves
Witcher
and
Geralt of Rivia is
dwarves
with me. I
and
trust
all
you'll let
the
him
not
pass.
humans.
Halt! And who might you be?
That's Geralt of Rivia, the man I mentioned.
So you did. Question is, where's the truth in all this? Everyone says the Witcher killed Foltest. You're the only one claiming he didn't.
Vernon is pathologically honest. It's his main flaw.
Your sense of humor's still intact, I see. Shame it's just awkward, given the situation.
What exactly are you doing here?
That's none of your concern. Be along with you.
Looks like Radovid doesn't believe the peace talks will end peacefully.
You can be sure of one thing. Not a soul is to be trusted in this city.
Not a soul to be trusted anytime, anywhere, period.
We need to assess the situation. Whoever stationed the knights at Lochmuin's gates is likely to know the most and to have the upper hand. I'm going to the Redanian camp. If you want to look around, I'll meet you near Radovid's headquarters.
All right.
All right. Yeah. Yeah, the Flaming Rose is that radical. The first game you had to decide if you're standing on the side of the elves or the humans. While the human part, the party was that of the Flaming Rose, who decided to kill every non-human being. So the elves are just some criminals who have no home anymore. Because the humans, well, killed everything and conquered everything, so... What the? Hello?
Take that.
Gargoyles. She alive? No, she's dead. What's this? With guardians.
I don't believe you killed Foltest.
I didn't.
But a bounty is a bounty. I'm sure you understand. As a professional. It's nothing personal.
One more windbag.
We did.
But one man, damn it! Onward! Think of the bounty!
Shouldn't you just run away? Your commander died. Well, it's your choice. Suburb, Nilfgaardian, whatever. Suburb, I don't care. King Hansel's sword. Or not. The negotiator. I think fate might be better. But we have to see about that. Yeah, I don't give a shit about the daggers, to be honest. Superb Nilfgaardian leather. So, what's so great about them? What do I have here? Yeah, they're a little bit better than that. Not good. Poisoning. Okay, whatever. Bleeding. So that's the only thing I can do. Sword upgrade, damage. this thing is with duration and this is without. If this only does 5% damage, while this does 5% damage, resistance to incineration and so on. So I bet. Okay, the other item doesn't have this. Alright. Follow Vernon Road. Wherever that is. Maybe that way? I want it that way.
I'm warning you!
Alright.
Evil eye!
Yes. Who the hell is that guy?
Baron Raven and Kimbolt.
Does that Witcher's code of yours exempt you from court etiquette? Does it grant you the right to speak to the Highborn without being asked to do so?
I guess I don't need to introduce myself.
Oh no. I know who you are. Geralt of Rivia. Foltest's other favorite hound alongside Roach. Not purebred. They say you bring trouble wherever you appear.
They're gonna re-establish the Conclave. I didn't expect so many Temerians to show up for...
We're not here for some magic pomp and circumstance. This is about celebrating a new order in the Northern Kingdoms.
Is that so?
Your kind doesn't understand this yet, but your life is about to change. Forever.
My kind.
Wanderers and scoundrels. People, and I use the term loosely, without loyalty or country. People for whom coin is the law and everything's for sale.
What'll happen to...
Is that a note of nostalgia? Remembering your service under Foltest, or recalling some rob... Whichever it may be. Spare... You don't care a lick about my...
I know what I care about.
Understand this. I'm talking to you.
Haven't seen much evidence of that remembrance, aside from the rewards on my head.
They'd have hanged you if not for the testimony of little Anais.
So the girl finally talked.
Whoever that monk was, to me, he was just like you.
I didn't kill Foltest. That's just one of the things that makes us different.
Really? What else? Honor? Principles?
I'm a Witcher. I don't kill humans for coin.
Are you certain it's not just a question of price? Tell me, Geralt. What were you doing at Foltest's side that unfortunate day?
Oh. Where exactly are you talking about? That unfortunate day when he was killed?
Triss Marigold. I was there for her.
In that case, you killed many for that woman. I hope she was worth it. You're a paid thug. Even if you refuse to acknowledge it. That murky set of principles, values call them. You cast them in the nearest corner when the price is right.
I'm not for sale.
I'm not talking about coin, Witcher. As a freak, you want what you're most often denied. Camaraderie, respect, love. It is for those things that you scale walls and murder innocents. That is your price.
Killing for your loved ones. Hardly a new concept as I see it.
You did not fight to defend the sorceress Marigold, nor the king, Geralt. You fought because you wished to be close to them. They had a higher calling. They knew the cause for which they went to war. Death is your daily fare. You murder like a dog who leaps at the throat his master indicates.
A higher calling. Beautiful concept. Except I remember the knights who stormed Lavalette Castle. Highborn men fighting atop high walls. They were out to kill for fame, fortune, and pure enjoyment. I was also at Vergen, where simple soldiers went into battle clutching false relics to their breast, knowing that death awaited them if they deserted it.
They owed it to their king.
If there's one thing I love about being a Witcher, it's that I never have to draw my sword on someone else's command.
I tire of this discussion, Witcher. Get to the point or leave.